Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 3. We're gonna go stop Angie. Well, actually, where is she though? She's probably in her room, so let's just take the shortcut. Okay. Oh, dang it. I always mess up like my fingers on there. Okay, there we go. Hello? You guys again? Mecha, why are you here? Were you keeping watch the whole time? I wouldn't do something like that. It sounds like a pain. You can just check on Angie. I just came to check on Angie. So what do you guys want? Don't tell me you came to stop Angie again. Yes. Because the ritual is Monokuma's motive. We shouldn't let it happen. That's exactly right. It's not because I'm scared or anything, okay? But it's good that you're here. She won't open the door for anyone but members of the student council, right? So tell Angie to open it for us. That's not possible. Not possible. I want to ask her how the ritual went, so I've been calling to her. But she must be into her work. She won't come out. Won't come out? Are you sure she's in there? She would be inside. Both the door and the back ones are locked. Both doors are locked? Wait, only one should have a lock, though. I grabbed the noggin and tried to turn it. It really is locked. But these doors only lock from the inside, which means there's definitely someone in there. Any response? Actually, no. Maybe she's sleeping? No answer. Himeka, we need to get inside there right now. Why? But you know, even if we wanted to check, it's locked, so we can't do it. I heard everything, and I'm just as shocked as you are by what the tabloids are reporting. You obviously didn't hear any of it. Where'd you come from? A little Burby told me. A little Burby told me that that now would be a good time to bust out my trick. Kokichi's trick? Oh, lockpicking. Lockpicking? During the insect meet and greet, Kokichi was able to get into our rooms by lockpicking. Can you use your lockpicking skill to get into the lab door? Or get into the lab? You want me to pick open the door, huh? Let me see. Kokichi bent over and peeked into the keyhole of the doorknob. Oh, it's a cylinder locked. Now this type of lock is perfect for lockpicking. Yes, please, Koichi, open the door. It's rude to pick a lock without permission. Now's not the time for that. Something might have happened to Angie. Don't worry about that, Kokichi. Hurry up and open the door. Sorry, Meko. I'm only doing this because these three are threatening me. Koichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. I'm a little concerned about this, actually. I predicted like 3 times that the next murderer is going to be in this room. There. Open says me. That's simple? Now, not to brag, but I am the ultimate supreme leader, you know. Lockpicking seems more suited to petty thieves. Ah, that cuts real deep, Maki. Let's get inside. I'm worried about Angie. I'm kind of worried, too. I'm not going to lie. You're right. Alright, here we go. What is in this room? When I touched the doorknob, I realized that my palms were sweating from fear. Fear? Why am I nervous? I turned on, pushed open the door, and saw... Oh, they're going hard in on this. What? Wait, oh, that's just the wax sculpture. Oh, they did kill Angie! Okay, knowing this game, I thought they were gonna kill someone else and pull a fast one, but no! Angie is the next victim! And it's a locked room murder, too! Oh, those are typically very interesting in this series. A body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Ah, she puked again, and it's green this time. Living's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Ah. Now, I've mentioned before that in this series, the third case tends to be the weakest. And I'm very curious and as a result, I'm a little concerned, but I'm also very curious to see how they're going to play this one. Let us pray for Angie. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie. Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her? Clearly she didn't. That's not true. Angie said Atua always be on our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua. Yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Wait, this part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us is the killer. But why would someone do such an awful thing? Is it really what happened? Is that really what happened? Huh?
Could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but... Oh, dang! A vomit-soaked entrance. How novel, and the puke is green alright too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? Wait, hold on a moment. Look at the left. Monodam is in the background of Monodam, and you can actually see her still vomiting. What's that about? That has to be something with the engine, I guess. Maybe like the zoom-ins like only work or only like are the only ones that change or something. That's kind of strange then, because that means it's not through camera angles. Huh. I don't know why I find this so curious. What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were going to make everyone get along. Don't worry. Oh, and then it just reset there. Overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. The vomit is still in the red ones in Monotaro's profile though. I'm going to assume that the second he starts talking, that vomit is going to go away. This has been the case so far, yes? Their bonds get stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how? So let's get started. Yeah, see, look, the profile changed and the vomit went away. Huh, interesting. I kind of wonder how this is shot then. Does it, like, take screenshots of... Huh. Conduct a friendly investigation. Then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh, look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it, Monofine? By the way, I've been thinking you guys should knock off all the killing and dying. Dying is, like, so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Ah, more green puke. This is really unlucky. As there is no use in complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes? Yeah, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies. No, Gonta, no way Gonta ever get used to this. Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice. That's true. Dang, but still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax-figured effigies of the dead hung upside down in the room. You know, I gotta say, it's still kind of creepy to me how, like, it's just a normal sprite of them. In the middle of the room, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Alright, bro, I'm counting you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together. Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaido? We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit. The culprit is really someone among us that killed Angie. I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? No, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of a transfer student? Oh. Huh? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead. And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her. Eee! What? Shut up already. It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Bruh. Kaido, are you alright? Sure, sorry, Suichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. That construction is starting outside again. This will be the last episode I record today. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Okay, that's going to be a bit hard to ignore, but I promise this will be the last episode I do today, or at least until they're done. Kaido left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Ah, maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wanted to encourage... You clearly settled right into the sidekick role. I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore. So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right? Yeah, let's take a look. The victim is Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist lab. So she had injuries on the top of her head and her neck, it looks like. The time of death was approximately 2 in the morning. That's again during nighttime. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also had lacerations. Interesting. Now that told us both the time of death and, like, cause of death, sort of. Like, it told us where she was injured that caused the death. The Monokuma file introduced this time, included the time of death as well. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimony. So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council rules like Angie and Atua said, what good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes? A member of the student council, that's... We should go figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together. I can't. Himeko? I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die. I don't care anymore. What? Surviving and everything else, it's too much of a pain. Then why don't you just use magic to revive Angie? There's no time for a mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible. We cannot say that with certainty, no? Excuse me? Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie. We can summon her spirit with the seance called the Caged Child. Seance? Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already. Yeah, there is no time for jokes. I'm serious. This is our investigation. For our investigation? If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring the case to a swift close. First a resurrection ritual and now a seance. Are you messing with us? I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times? On top of that, we have here the rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish not to not take advantage of this, yes? No matter how you put it, it's now not the time for something. Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theories is by performing the seance, yes? My earlier theory? The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one hand. So, to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Angie herself. That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a sentence to find out about the ritual. So we're going to fight the occult with the occult? Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easier solution. Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway. We just started. Wait, I'll help too. Huh? You too, Himeko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it. I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himeko alone. Do whatever you want. Okay, I will. So now we have 4 participants: Kokichi, Himeko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires a 5th person. We're still 1 short. Fine, then Kibo can come too. I guess we can't be picky. Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden? So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about the lab? No, in order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. Oh, what about those empty rooms? I knew those are going to be involved in the next case. My lab has a window, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. Then how about the empty rooms? Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor. We are on the 4th floor. What are you There aren't any windows in there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch black. Sure, I'm fine with that. I agree with Himeko. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle one. The middle room is always best for stuff like this. Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help me as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. Are you really going to do this? This is for an investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all of our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Interesting. These 3 are still here, at least. Kyo, Kokichi, Kibo, and Tenko, and Himeko all left the scene. Are they serious about this stupid seance? Perhaps it's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Okay. Well, first things first, let's knock this stuff out of the way, so... Yeah, there we go. This is to clear out the room as well, so there's just less stuff to worry about. I have a feeling I'm going to have to examine the, I have a feeling I'm going to have to examine the body, the wax sculptures, and maybe even talk to everyone. Didn't the ceiling have something going on too? Wait, hold on a moment. You can't examine the wax sculptures, really? Oh no. This door, the door of the lab's back door. This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked. And it's because no one has used this door since we came in here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since. Oh wait, what's this? Huh? There's some gold and shiny, there's some gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. I feel like that's a typo, huh? Gold and shiny, could it be? Oh no, something gold and shiny, never mind. Maki, may I see you for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock. You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully took the touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Just as I suspected, the lock will slide without much effort. When whether you lock it or unlock it, this could be an important clue. Interesting. I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter the room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. Well, let's do this while we're here, I guess. I still think there are still things to investigate here. Wait, what? Oh, we talked to you to do this. Okay. I still want to confirm something. When we got to the lab, you're sure that the front door was locked? Yeah, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked. The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. So he picked the cylinder lock open. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him? It would have been impossible for the outside. The Monokumas took the key. Yeah, we know about this. So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened and closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from the inside of the room. Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the door got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Interesting. Okay. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door was that we came in has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery. Locked, huh? Yeah, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monokubs, so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie. That's true. No, I feel like that's too easy. Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves. He's clearly suspicious. You know, speaking of suspicion, of all the characters right now, I'm actually a little concerned because, personally, I think most likely at the current moment it might have been Kyo. And the reason why is because of the seance. I have a feeling he's going to try and fake something to forge evidence in a sort of a way. I don't know. Like, I'm very confused about, or I'm very concerned about that, actually. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Okay, interesting. I'm very surprised you can't examine the rafters or the wax sculptures. I feel like they made a deal out of how the ceiling looked weird when we first came in here. You think they would have brought that up again, but, huh. Mew. This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out. You mean you know who the culprit is? The culprit? Fuck that. Suichi, do you really have the time to be listening to her? Hey, wait, god damn it. Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen! Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this. You know, I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird the wax dolls are, right? They are strange, but they are for the ritual over another purpose. But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions. Diversions? Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something. What do you mean by that? How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job? You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her. The hell's her problem? She's on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They said the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed they really are. Hey, Mia tried to look at the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that. Eee! What? I just wanted to see if the dolls were wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that the dead girlfriend is a doll now? If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking with me was a waste of time. Like, can I examine the dolls? I can't. That really frustrates me. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Tenko? It's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himeko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council. So you suspect Tenko. Because a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into the room. That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter the lab. Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but she's the only since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only left the student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himeko, Tenko, and Samugi. Oh, don't be Gonta. Please do not be Gonta. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Okay. What do you have to say? A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even. Why do you think that? Because student council made rule that no can be outside during nighttime. That doesn't mean anything. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at night. Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it a Tua rule. Angie said he punish us if we not follow his rule. The student council was included in that, correct? They could do whatever they want. Angie was also working here at night. She was? No way. Student council would never break own rules. They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here. If so, Gonta could save her, if only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Okay. I think all that's left is Angie's body. Angie's body. She's lying down, face down in the middle of the room. No, she's not. Wait.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look? Yes, I was planning to. Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Oh, now we can examine these. Okay. The 4 effigies hung up upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling. If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures. Is this rope from the warehouse? I believe so. That means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out. The effigies look exactly like the real people, not just the faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist clearly was talented. By the way, why is the effigy hanging upside down? Is that part of the ritual? I'm not sure. And why do you have a sword in your stomach? I need to check that out too. If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would even go out of the way to hang a wax effigy? Right then, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? What would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Okay. What's yeah, the sword. I want to check this out. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Who did this and why? Let me see. Is this the same sword from Kyo's room that had gold on it? Because that would explain how gold got on the doorknob. Maki nudged me aside and then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Oh wait, this is a crime scene. You want to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out. Yeah, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while. It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it. Oh, it is! I believe it's the one that was on the display in the Ultimate Anthropologist room. Oh no. Is that so? And there's blood on the tip. We can probably assume that this is the murder weapon, judging from the blood stain on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but would be enough to stab. Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon? Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon. Perhaps because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor, they just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry, or maybe they need a long weapon like this. A long weapon? My lab doesn't contain swords or any weapons of this length. Does they have guns though? You can totally use that to kill someone from a distance. Really? I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched the mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited for their for them personally, just like Angie's was. But how'd they know all of this? Anyway, the gold leaf in the katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hands now. It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily. Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy. I'm going to put the katana back the way where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away. Thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy. Just put it back. Even so, why is the weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy in the wax. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? That's not a good place to hide it, I'll just say that. Perhaps they have no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Because I'm certain that there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this. Then what's the reason for this? I honestly have no idea. We should investigate where the weapon came from. We might find a clue there. The Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. And I think the last things we need to check is the Necromonicon and the and Angie's body. So yeah. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound in the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely. Then what do you make of the wound on the forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her head before stabbing her from behind? But her two wounds are sustainably different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack? I suppose that would be unnecessary. Also, that would be her forehead looking deep. That wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these two wounds? Was it plugged somehow? Hold on. Huh? What's wrong, Maki? Move. Maki pushed me aside and lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder. What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
Duct tape? What's duct tape doing here? It has hair on it too, and blood. I don't know, but I must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck on the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Oh man. That looks kind of gross, actually. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could this mean? Okay. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body. It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. That's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies, so don't beat yourself up over it. Well then, it's good. It's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki. Do you want to die? Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist. You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Necromonicon. Ah, this book. By the way, I've been skipping the flashbacks just because I find them very unnecessary. Like, I am playing the game live. Well, not, you know what I mean. I'm playing the game. I know what they're referencing back to it. I tend to remember stuff like this, so... This was the motive, the Necromonicon. Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right? Yeah, if we look at the book, we should learn steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Whoa. Look at that realistic eye. The Necromonicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact, and everyone may participate. The size of the shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this necromonicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes onto the effigy and return the name of the deceased, and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for 1 use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Angie really believed this crap? It's pretty obvious that they wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we could rule out anything. Okay. Oh, there's still stuff in here. Oh. I'm just skipping everything through everything real quick, just to make sure I got it. I think that's everything that's here, to be honest. I can't examine the ceiling at all. What about the ropes? No, I can't examine the ropes. Doesn't look like it. It's strange the front door and back door had different locks. I feel like we've seen this before. Yeah, we have.
Fucking virgin.
This thing always gives us the same thing. Yeah, it's just a monitor.
That's true. No.
Wait, seriously? Hold on a moment. I've examined everything twice. What gives? There's still things to investigate. What is it? I've examined everything twice. Is there something on the ceiling? Oh, I haven't examined the katana twice. Maybe the ropes? Oh, what was that? No. Oh no, what do I do? I'm at a loss. I don't know what to explore next. Huh. You know, I think I'll leave it off here, actually. Yeah, okay. I'll look up what I need to do next. I'll see you folks next time. Thanks for watching.